Check, check, check. 1, 2. Morning, boys.
It's too early for the check.
Oh,
DDT, JB.
yeah. We did the check last week as well.
We do the check
We
every
included
week.
the check.
We included the check. Check, check. And I think you messed it up, though, JB.
Again?
Yeah, I think you started before I came on with the check, check.
No.
Oh, well.
No, I listened. It was good.
Oh, really?
I'm sure the remaining parts of the show more than made up for it.
It did. Mr. Hollywood was great.
Yeah, it was good.
I thought it was a great show.
Got
yeah.
some backstory.
Probably one of our best. So you're back?
Did you listen, Duff?
No.
No.
But I'm sure it was riveting.
It was interesting, actually.
Yeah.
They DDT and Mr. Hollywood has some really good historical stories with some actors and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was neat. Directors and
Yeah.
Sounds amazing.
yeah.
It was good.
Riveting.
Good show.
Where were you last week? You didn't want to show up
can't
on your
recall.
50th birthday?
50th birthday
I think it
celebrations.
was a weekend of spa treatments
Yes.
and what else?
How did you enjoy
Outdoor activities.
Nordique?
I really like it.
Yeah.
It always surprises me.
We should talk about that.
Should we go? Should we start?
Sure.
All right. Warning. This podcast will be an injurious waste of your time. Warning. This podcast will be an injurious waste of your time.
Yeah, good morning. I'll take a medium with 2 sugar and a medium regular, please.
Morning, boys.
Duff, JB, how are you?
Morning, boys. Good.
Morning.
Y'all?
We're a little subdued this morning, I
Little lackluster.
feel. Yeah. How come?
Like normal.
Like normal.
Back
That's
to
not
normal.
normal.
I think Duff and I are just fighting some colds still.
Yeah,
True.
I think we all are.
We're not feeling 100%.
Yeah,
You're still fighting your COVID-19?
My
Coronavirus?
My COVID 1984. Yes.
You are, really?
No.
Oh, I thought you were
don't
back
think I
to
am.
100%.
No, I'm 100%. But I got my nose is leaky today.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Now he's got what we have, maybe.
It's a bit of a leaky nose for some
Yeah,
reason.
I didn't test positive, but whatever I got, it's still in my chest.
Oh, it's way worse than COVID.
Yeah.
I didn't even know I had COVID last year.
There you go.
But I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just, like you guys, little leaky nose.
Well,
So back at Scotties Corner Diner for delicious
Oh,
breakfast.
yes, we're back here.
welcome to the next 2 weeks of a nose cold, DDT.
Exactly. Should I apologize to our good listener for Duff being back with us?
Yeah, maybe.
We
Okay.
missed him.
Yeah.
Sorry to bring back interesting shit this week. Is that what you
But
mean?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay.
But we know you had your 50th last week, and we just mentioned that on the little
We've got a natural laugh
intro.
track over here. Here it
Yeah,
is.
Yeah,
he sounds
exactly.
extra crusty in his 50s.
Yeah,
already.
no kidding, right?
Yeah.
Well, he's only,
Extra
7
phlegmy.
days,
Extra phlegmy.
6
pass-
days into being 50, and
Just
he's
past the threshold, and he's already shaking,
He's
waving
Mr.
sticks
God.
at people.
You know, I'm
Mr.
feeling
crusty.
it.
Get off my lawn.
Yeah.
I'm feeling it.
Neighborhood wars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You buy your rocking
I think
chair yet?
I think I skipped the 50s. I feel like 60.
So as we touched on in the intro, you had a nice 50th birthday weekend.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Oh, and thanks for the lovely video content you guys
Oh,
sent
yeah.
over.
Right.
Did you have a lot? Like, was it a lot of videos, or?
Just us two?
Like 15 minutes worth of videos.
it was
That's
just
awesome.
us?
Yeah. DDTs took about 3 minutes of it, though.
No, it wasn't 3 minutes.
Yeah, nobody understood it. We had to fast forward it, to be honest.
Really?
A little bit.
So he used video clips? Because you're like, this is what you do. So yours
I
should
didn't
have,
use video clips.
out of everyone's, yours should have been like
Did you
fantastic.
know? Did you see what he did?
No.
I don't even know if it's worth
No, I
explaining.
don't
but
know.
I'll
I
try.
explained it last week.
Something about The Godfather. There were
Yeah.
2 VHSs and his socks, and about 3
My
minutes
slippers.
of a monologue.
My slippers.
Mine was very simple.
Yours was good.
I just did.
Yours was good, but weird.
I
Yours was-
essentially said like, here's 50 things that
Yeah.
that
Oh,
that I
God.
appreciate about Duff, and your shoulders probably slumped at the time. Oh my
Well, he
God!
started
What, you
at
only had
one.
one?
I'm
You
gonna
only
have to
had one?
listen
No.
to 50
You
things.
just only had one?
He cut to the end at 14, but oh my God.
Well,
Yeah.
did you see my transition there? I said Duff,
No.
one of the things I like about Duff is he doesn't, he's not one to judge people's math skills. This was number 14.
Oh, yeah.
And I said, finally, 50.
That was pretty good. Yeah.
I heard that you disparaged me as well. In that
At one point, I said,
Did he?
yeah, apparently.
yeah, I said he doesn't judge anybody's math skills unless it's, unless
Right.
it's
It's DDT.
DDT.
Yeah.
Inferior math.
Anyway,
skills.
no, that was fun. It was a good idea from
That was a
on
good
I
Stacey's
had nothing.
part.
That's
Yeah.
why I used The Godfather.
No, it was good. That was
I had
nice.
nothing.
Yeah. No,
I
good
mean, we
birthday.
talk to each other almost every day, right?
Yeah, yeah. But the spa, as you said, was it's always something I'm never that excited to go do. But then once I'm there, I do like it. Like, it's nice.
I
Did you get
really
kicked
enjoy
out?
it.
No.
Almost kicked out for screaming when you
I've-
jumped into cold pools.
I
Didn't
like
do
the-
any cold plunges.
No,
No.
Oh, that's one of my favorite parts. Like hot sauna, hot steam bath, then like super
Right.
cold water.
But the thing was,
pool,
it was
whatever.
probably like -10 when we were there.
Yeah.
so
every-
just going outside.
Just
yeah.
going outside or getting out of the hot tub, pool, whatever, within 30 seconds, you were cold again. So,
I love it. Like,
Yeah.
just go spend the day there, then have a nice little lunch.
yeah, it's
You
rejuvenating.
know, go have a nap somewhere, and then
Yeah.
do a few. Here we go. Do a few things.
Yeah.
And then grab a drink.
Yeah.
Go sit in that endless pool. Kind of look out at the city when
That
it's
was neat.
in the evening.
Yeah, on a Saturday
They have
night
a-
in February, that was pretty neat.
Oh, yeah?
Have you not
Yeah.
been?
I have been, a few
Yeah.
years ago, but I didn't know about this endless pool.
You used
Towards-
to work there, didn't you?
I work at Nordique.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I thought you did like it's part of your masseuse days. No.
No. No, it was the
I'm getting it mixed up with something else.
They
the
have
Thai massage parlor.
They have
Okay.
expanded quite a bit
Bank
there,
Street.
'cause it's big now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, it's not a cheap day.
Not a
But to
cheap
me,
date?
it's almost like you're going to a resort
It's like a little
somewhere for
holiday.
the day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Plug your
It's very nice up there.
put your phone away.
Yeah.
And just enjoy the day.
It'll be midweek the next time I go though. I'm done going on
Too
a
many
weekend.
people?
I've never been on a weekend. Typically, that's what we'll
Yeah,
do. We'll
good for you.
We'll take the middle of the week.
There
and,
you
and
go.
even then, it's just
Yeah.
still nutty.
Too many people?
Well, for me, you guys know I'm picky with crowds. So for me, it did seem busy, but we still never weren't able to do anything we wanted to do.
Yeah.
Any pool, any hot tub, any
Yeah.
sauna, we could still do it all, but there were people everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
And the one previous time we went, I think, was midweek in the summer. It was empty. It was really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's the next trip is maybe July or June after my 800-kilometer bike ride. Hit the
Right.
Nordique.
Well, happy
Are you-
birthday, officially.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So that's the next adventure for this
It's
summer
just a number, right?
that you're pondering. It is
Just a number.
It is just a number.
Yeah.
We're
Like-
technically we're all still 15
Yeah.
or 16.
Other people
Yeah.
make bigger deals of it, for
That's
sure.
why we do this podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to jump ahead to that right now. If you guys didn't
No,
want
what
to.
do you got
know
on your
what?
list there,
I
Duff?
think
I got
that-
lots.
I
You got
think
lots?
that's a great 50th year achievement.
Doing the bike trip.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's exciting.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I know you're not decided yet, but we can talk about
Let's
that.
bring the viewer.
Viewer.
We do have viewers, you know that?
Yeah.
We have viewers?
Well, it goes on YouTube sometimes, these videos.
Oh.
I still don't understand how that happens.
Just a black screen.
But no, it shows your face, I think.
Oh.
Where is it? Where is
Nobody
it?
wants that.
So, yeah, my buddy Pierre, fellow alumni from the Puckasaw trip, sent me the Log Driver's Waltz, Ottawa Valley Outaouais bike packing. And to
what?
sum it up, it's basically an 800-kilometer loop around the city of Ottawa.
Well, the Ottawa region.
Ottawa region.
Outaouais region.
Ottawa, Outaouais region.
Like it goes all the way up to Gracefield
Yeah.
and Casabazua and
Yeah,
stuff
it looks like
that.
a nice loop. Maybe I'll have to put it on the Twitter. But yeah, it looks challenging. It looks fun. There's lots of camping on the way and stuff. Anyways, we're thinking about it. That's about as far as I've gotten.
Yeah, we're
JB's considering it too now, I think.
well, we were talking before
I'm
the
definitely not considering it.
we were talking before the podcast, and I've done Rideau Lakes tour, which is Ottawa to Kingston overnight, and then back the next day, and that's about 360 kilometers
God.
in 2 days. So
Ouch.
Yeah. Sore bum?
you know what it's
Yeah.
you get saddle sore, right?
yeah.
For sure.
Saddle rash.
And again, we were talking about this. Like it's just overuse injuries, like sore body parts that you've had injuries before, or you got like a sore muscle, and it just after you're on your bike for that long, things start coming out of the woodwork.
What do you use for saddle rash?
So there's a lot of people that
Cortisone?
use chamois.
What are you hitting there, Duff? You want to turn that off?
I was trying to seamlessly cough.
Oh, I just turned you off there. Yeah, you can cough, yeah.
There's like chamois grease and
On my
stuff
back,
that you
yeah.
can put inside your biking shorts.
Yeah.
That help with that.
Do you do that normally on the indoor rides?
Well,
Personally,
wait. What did you say? Back up, reverse.
He puts a
You
chamois inside
You put a
his shorts?
chamois and Vaseline inside your shorts?
well, when you have biking shorts, there's that foam pad
Right.
on the inside.
Yeah.
So people put.
I don't have
I
biking
guess it's I mean, it used to be a chamois, but now it's like foam. But people put like this cream or whatever inside so that when you're sitting, it actually doesn't. You don't get
Rash.
your rash and whatever, right? However, I've never used that stuff personally, but
The
So
guys
say
on
maybe
the,
you could help us out. If I get 3 or 4 guys on the ride, you could be like
meet you guys
a
halfway and grease your
support van.
chamois.
Yeah,
grease your chamois.
halfway. The way you make it sound daily is more advisable.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, I've never used that stuff, but I've never done an 800-kilometer ride. I've done 360 kilometers, so
Okay.
not the same.
Well, it's
Well,
something
it's
to think
not
about.
800 kilometers in one day, right?
No.
Well, no, it's not one. But
So I'm not even sure I could do 100
so
a
there
day for
there
8
are
days.
people that try to do like individual time trials
Yeah.
Right.
in here, where essentially they're going overnight and they try to do it as fast as possible. So, like I don't know what the record is, but I think it's like two days or something like that.
Like you go through a lot of cream.
Yeah.
You probably would go through a lot of cream,
Yeah, butt cream. Butt paste.
It looks difficult.
but it
The more I look at this map, it looks difficult.
Are you on roads?
well the thing is
Paths and
it's
gravel
it's
roads.
completely unsupported, right?
Yeah.
Completely self-sufficient.
Yeah.
And if you take a wrong turn, you could be driving or biking for a considerably long time
Yeah,
before you realize that you've
You're
taken
right.
the wrong.
I've just realized you cannot really do this without maybe navigation support, because there are a lot of lefts and rights.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And you know what? There's a lot of unnecessary detours by the looks of it.
Well, they're trying to make you avoid roads, right? Major
Yeah, but here's
roads.
a weird one here.
Yeah.
The Trans-Canada Trail, the one we both would take downtown.
We
Yeah.
can't hear
When
that.
you get to Bell's Corners,
Blah, 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 blah,
instead
blah.
of just going straight through there, they make you get off and go around and go like a longer way.
There must be a reason, though. I don't know. Yeah, you're right.
To add mileage, I guess.
Maybe.
For that, he was
more
showing,
scenic, maybe.
just to paint that picture,
So I'd be tempted just to drive straight through and skip that
Duff
part.
was showing JB on his phone
the pictures of the
the
route.
route.
and,
maybe
and
in
a
the show-
chamois with some Vaseline on.
Maybe
Could
on the
you-
show notes we can actually post something
Yeah,
about
put
that.
the picture
but-
up
I don't
there.
know. I feel we're losing listeners by the second.
Yeah.
What else do we have?
I go through your list and
I have.
I apologize for that last segment.
That's okay. I do. I'm excited, and so is JB. So sometimes
I know, you
we have
guys-
to think about ourselves for once.
Sure.
I
It's
got-
not about the listener.
I got DDT is still on the job hunt. I thought about a potential new segment called "Tell Us How You Really Feel."
Okay.
And for me,
Don't we do that all the time?
specifically though, and I have
Okay.
in brackets the NCC Canal rant.
Okay.
We can get
right.
to that.
No coffee.
No,
yeah,
thank
I'm
you.
good, yeah.
No, thank you.
Coffeeed out.
I have other skate trails in the region
Coming out of my
Right.
who are
pores.
making
Yes.
mints because the NCC won't open up.
Yeah, we talked about that. You and
Yeah,
I,
got
didn't
some money-saving hacks just as a general
Oh.
topic. There's always stuff we could talk about there.
we? So we'll get to nothing.
I've got another fun Indian recipe of the week if needed. And I have our beloved Senators on a bit of a push for the playoffs.
Yeah, no, not gonna happen.
Then it's a lock, folks. You heard it here first.
Well, they got to beat teams like the Blackhawks, like they just played, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you're
You need the
reti-
2 points there.
You're
Yeah.
retiring Chris
Yeah.
Neal's jersey, which
2 would have been nice.
Which I mean, I really liked the guy. I thought
Yeah.
he was really entertaining.
Yeah.
Parts of me question if he should have his jersey retired.
I actually agree with you.
Which is a whole other conversation. But
Yeah.
however, that's a big night.
It's like we're retiring jerseys simply based on longevity now. Quantity
they did.
rather than quality.
Well, I think
It
there's-
was like he bled the Ottawa Senators.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
a great guy.
I
Great guy.
think. Yeah, I think a lot of the stuff this year is just trying to build as much hype as possible for the sale.
I think so too. Yeah.
Right? They're selling the team and stuff. Like
Yeah.
I love Chris Neal and that whole era.
Yeah, me
right?
too.
A lot of
Yeah.
fun. But
Me too.
anyway, Having said that, you got to beat a team like Chicago on a night like that.
Especially when you're up 3-1.
You
Going
got
with
through
the
the third.
last 5 minutes left in the
you
period.
got to beat that team
Yeah.
in that game. You're retiring one of your legendary players, if we can call it that.
Yeah.
Like, you got to win that game. Anyway.
Yeah.
True.
Mind you, they came back and stole 2 points on Calgary when they were
Yeah,
down 3-1.
that's
And,
right, yeah.
So it's hockey, eh? It's
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
you're going to win a few maybe you don't deserve to and lose a few that you shouldn't. But overall,
Yeah.
Any timeline on Forsberg? That was
No.
a
I don't
weird
know.
one.
weeks.
I don't know. Yeah. I think, no, he's done for the season.
Weeks per ligament.
Yeah, he's done for the season, apparently. He's out.
Yeah.
Can't count on him, eh?
So we
There
got
you
2
go.
AHL goalies at the moment. That's
Where?
Sogard and
God, where's the other
Mandolese.
guy from? Is he even AHL? Yeah.
Mandolese? Yeah, he's on
Mandolese?
He's on the AHL team. Yeah. He's on the
Really?
Bell Vegas Senators.
Who's Belleville playing with now? I wonder.
They probably called
East
up their
Coast
East.
leaguers?
Yeah, probably.
And then who are they having?
I don't know.
Junior players?
They've got
Yeah,
probably
they're calling
the
up our
midget,
kids.
the midget players.
And then those, then PSC's probably pushing goalies up somewhere.
Oh, PSC. Don't get me started on PSC.
So the make-believes got themselves some more help in the front where they needed it.
O'Reilly, is he a defenseman, I hear?
No, he's not.
Oh,
Here's the thing.
they didn't get a defenseman.
Maybe their plan
No.
is just to like stop having any D whatsoever and
Well, I
just
think-
go for we're going to score as many goals
Yeah,
as possible.
I think that's their thought.
I can't wait to see them lose in the first round.
Their thought is that we're going
When
to try to
defense
outscore
matters.
teams. Yeah, well, that's it. We're going to try to
Yeah.
outscore teams. My brother,
Good luck.
Defense wins
Love 'em.
championships.
Yeah.
but he loves the Leafs. He's a Leafs fan.
It'll be
And-
even more fun to watch them go down. Brianna's a big Leafs fan, eh?
Oh my God!
We'll
Is she
ask her what
serving
she
us
thinks
food?
about the big. We've already eaten and got our
Yeah.
food, so now we can
Oh,
tease
that's
her.
true.
Yeah,
That's
and
true.
we've decided to stop getting coffee.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, let's get one more refill and
Yeah.
then we'll talk
Talk
Leafs. Yeah,
Yeah. Well, we don't really want to talk Leafs.
I don't
But-
mind teasing her about that.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean they plan to outscore teams, which does not happen. My brother's rebuttal was, well, Vasilevsky was below 900 save percentage last year against Toronto, and I'm like, well, Toronto still lost.
Yeah.
Imagine if he was on his game.
They're not going anywhere. They're not. There's no way. The regular season is such a different game, eh, compared to the playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. When teams actually that have good goalies and good D can grind it out and get a goal or two and win a game.
Yeah.
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 Anyways, yeah,
very
that's-
tight in there.
That's enough hockey chatter, maybe, eh?
Yeah. Until Brianna comes
So
back.
you're making your way on the job hunt.
Oh.
Things are going well though.
God, it's a
You have options.
strange
Offers left and right.
Yeah, it's very strange. Like
When it rains, it pours, right?
It does, right? Doesn't it? Like nothing for forever,
Yeah.
which was kind of nice actually.
You
Kinda-
didn't mind not working.
I didn't mind it.
You've got the work
Well-
ethic of the fucking Amish, you.
Whoa.
Do I gotta beep that? No,
Yeah.
No.
no.
Not a
you
fam-
probably
this
should.
isn't a family show.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But you do have work ethic. Like the Amish. Rivaling the Amish.
Yes, very true. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've been working.
What did the Amish ever do to you?
I love the Amish. That's why I
Oh,
commend them
that
on
was-
their work ethic.
That was a compliment.
I've been working freelance since
Well, it's a
November.
compliment for him.
Yeah.
For them to be compared to him, I don't know.
Yeah,
an
the
it.
other way
Yeah.
around. Yeah,
Yeah.
probably not.
Blasphemy in their
Yeah.
eyes, probably.
So yeah, I've been working freelance since November, which is great.
On and off.
On and off. Well, that was full. It was like full time
on.
basically.
Full on.
Before Christmas, but now it's
Full on freelance.
Yeah. And then, you got nothing, and I applied for a couple of casual jobs
Yeah.
and turning into like full-time
Good for you.
gig offers.
You can
so
finally buy your own breakfast. I think we'll start with that today, actually. Yeah. Unless
So-
JB's stepping up.
Yeah, yeah. So anyway,
I bought last week.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah. But Mr.
Oh,
Hollywood
I should have
didn't,
chipped in for Hollywood.
he didn't have a breakfast.
He decided not to eat.
He didn't
have
eat.
any-
No.
He just had a coffee.
He's not a
He
breakfast.
didn't want to spill any hot sauce
Not a
on his
breakfast guy.
Birkenstocks.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, well.
So anyway, I've got a major dilemma on my hands of what to choose. I know what
I
you
don't know
guys
if that's a
have.
dilemma.
I wouldn't call that a
Suggested-
dilemma.
I would
yeah.
not call that a dilemma.
You don't think, eh?
No.
The dilemma would be, do you have to sell the car or the motorbike?
That is a dilemma.
Do you have to put the motorbike in the bedroom or the living room?
That's
You have a
no dilemma
you have
there.
an important decision to make. Is more
fun
more
decision.
along line.
Yeah.
But those
Yeah.
are Those are good
Well,
decisions.
the one
to
job
have.
was an unexpected full-time offer, which was originally casual. at the
You've been
beginning.
given an offer you can't refuse.
Right. That's why I did the Godfather.
I
things.
figured.
Yeah. So that's what.
Well, keep us in the loop there.
Yeah, job hunting is.
A little less spitting at JB
Yeah,
would be
thank
preferred.
Did I
you.
just
I'm
spit?
gonna- yeah, I'm gonna
Sorry
have
about
to-
that.
Look like an old
That's
hash
why I
brown.
have the windsock on
Look
my.
like a remnant of a hash brown. Put your
I
mask
don't know what
back
it
on.
is.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Put your mask back on. That would help keep the debris from flying across to JB.
Jeez. So what's next on the agenda?
Oh, you're
We're
good.
moving through here quickly.
Well-
Might as well wrap up the whole podcast.
Well, maybe I'll
We did all our
introduce
stuff.
a new fun segment called
Oh.
"Why Don't You Tell Us How You Really Feel?"
Okay.
So you could start with that exact line, and then I'll tell you how I really feel.
Oh,
about
do I
something.
need to do an opening for it?
Yeah,
Oh. Okay. Well, I have to.
any day.
Tell us how you really feel.
So today I'm going to tell you guys how I really feel about the NCC and their inability to open the GD
Now, the
Rideau
NCC
Canal.
for our Podbeanskis
Yeah.
in Romania, our National Capital Commission, they run
Yeah.
the world's longest. Is it still the world's longest skating rink? I thought
World's
somebody-
largest skating rink.
largest.
But when it's not open, I don't even think it counts. Right now, it's the world's largest 5
Largest.
feet of snow
Yeah.
on a flat surface.
Exactly. Try not to hit your mic there.
Sorry
JB.
about that.
Yeah.
My bad.
So, most children in grade 4 understand that when the temperature gets cold, the ice freezes, right?
0.
Are you with me so far?
I know that
DDT?
one. 0 degrees.
We're
And snow,
we're somewhat on the same page
and
here.
snow is actually a wonderful insulator, which retards that freezing process if it's left in place over the ice, right?
Right.
Absolutely.
So-
it's an insulator.
I know it supports their climate change agenda
Right.
tremendously well
Yeah.
by showing the whole world that the
Look,
largest skating rink can't open.
Yeah.
Can't open. Climate change can't open.
Yeah.
Yet, as you know, I've been skating on outdoor ice for months now.
Yeah, you're going back
Whether
today.
it was it was a path in a forest, a field, out on the swamp, the ponds, like you name it. The friggin' Ottawa River had people skating on it yesterday. Okay?
There you go.
What do all those things have in common?
They have no snow on it.
They have no snow on it. I thought I was going to have to give the answer there.
Yeah.
So when you take the snow away, the ice can freeze.
Yeah.
And these knuckleheads at the NCC are hellbound to their mantra of we need 30 centimeters. We need 30 so the big equipment can get out there. Did you know back in the day they had like teams of university students with freaking shovels to shovel the snow?
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I
like,
did not know that.
because we never had this draconian 30 centimeter rule to skate on, right? You don't need 30 centimeters to skate on. Yeah, you need 30 centimeters to get a friggin' dump truck out there to help
When-
move the snow away.
When you have, so I'm on board with you on a whole bunch of stuff there.
Yeah, thank you.
Having a backyard rink, excuse me, having a backyard rink, however, this year, it's been,
Challenging.
well, I've had one for probably the past 12 years.
Yeah.
And it has been an absolute, it's been the worst season for outdoor rinks. In my experience, making ice in my own backyard.
It's been the most work probably because every time the friggin' snow falls, you got to get the snow off.
Well, there's snow, but not only that, the second the snow's off, like,
Yeah.
so now it snowed the other day. I took the
Yeah.
snow off.
Yeah.
But it's like so mild in the
Sure.
evenings that I can't make ice.
Sure.
Right? So there's that. It's been very challenging from that perspective. However, I agree that if I was to leave the snow there, the ice underneath would
Forget
just
it. It would slowly degrade.
it would
thin,
stay
right?
slushy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like I agree. Like they need to come up with alternatives if
Yeah.
this is going to be the way forward, where the winters are going to be milder. However, it's I don't know.
Look at the size of that bird up on that light post over there. Sorry, JB. No, continue.
big crow.
Continue.
I just don't know
Yeah.
what you need to put all that equipment on there, right? And then all of a sudden you have like
So you don't need all the equipment, is what I'm saying.
you need you
Yeah.
know you get 50,000 people skating at the same time.
Yeah.
That's a lot of weight as well. So I don't know.
It's distributed. It's irrelevant. You could have 1 million people out there, and it would never break through 20 centimeters of ice. Like it would be physically impossible.
There you go.
Right? But they have this mission to to paint the climate change picture, I guess, which is distracting. Like that should not be. They shouldn't even be talking like that.
Is that the message they've been talking about? The
Well,
NCC?
that's the sense a lot of us are getting.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
But I don't think that's what they're saying, though, right?
It's like an excuse. Here's the best one. This is the one I love. In order to get what we need 15 consecutive days of minus 20.
Yeah.
Guess what? The canal will never open ever again if that's what they're looking for.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because if they're not going to shovel the snow off either, you know how many consecutive days we're going to need to get 30 centimeters of ice? 1,000. We're going to need 1,000 consecutive days of minus 20 weather if we don't shovel the snow off.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's super frustrating for me and people that love skating that actually understand grade 4 science at the same time.
Remember we went out to Camp Vegas last week?
Oh, God, they're skating out there on the friggin' Kempville Creek.
Well, we went out. We went over the Rideau River.
Yeah.
And they had huts.
Oh, God, I know.
Huts on the
I
Rideau
know.
River for the ice fishing.
Yeah.
And we were like, so they can have huts on that, but they can't open the canal.
I'm not saying it's not challenging. I'm just saying their snow management program must change. Otherwise, we will never skate on the Rideau Canal again if we get snow and milder winters.
Well, I think it's like you said, they want to be able to get their equipment we got a how many ton grader on there to plow the snow.
Maybe they just need to reevaluate that too. Instead of having a 4,000 ton like tractor truck combo, maybe you go with 4 little Kubotas with a friggin' snowblower on them. Like there's got to be some bend.
I mean,
you know,
we've rarely had a winter like this.
No.
In my opinion, like I don't remember 9 degrees in the middle of February. Right? Like this is unique. So
I was watching the Weather Network this morning, and they've had the record daily high on today's.
Yeah.
Back in, I think it was like the 60s or something, was 9.2.
But this is the thing.
Yeah, I know, but we're talking about like a 1-day exception or a 2-day exception in a 2-month span.
Yeah.
Like
Well, the average temperatures are like, the high is like -2 in February, 2.5 or something like that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I seem to remember like January, February as a
Well,
kid was like
used to-
-20 the
well,
whole time.
we used to get to Duff's point about they need what?
Yeah. They need a different
month to get
management plan. Like, because I'm not debating the fact that the weather is warmer. Like, you'd be a moron to say that, right?
But
Well,
last year was fantastic on
it
the
was.
canal. The canal was fantastic.
Sure.
Like, it was open fully last year for
But
a
last
good
year
while.
we had some mild stretches as well. And imagine if they didn't get the snow off just before those mild stretches. We would have been screwed last year too.
Yeah.
But they got their butts out there, possibly with lighter equipment, got the snow off, and then when it actually got cold again, the ice could actually grow. The problem this year is even now when we get cold weather, the ice isn't freaking growing because there's a foot of snow on it.
Where I'm on board with you,
Yeah.
for most, well, there's two things. Like I'm super sad that
Yeah.
it's not open yet.
Get
but
the snow off.
what I'm like, they need to be reactive,
Yeah.
and they need to come up
And
with
be proactive.
Yeah, if their 5, if their 5 bulleted list checklist,
Yes.
right, is the same one that they've been using for the past
Yes.
50 years.
Good luck with that.
They need to change
They
it
need
up,
to
right?
change it up.
update it.
Yeah. But the NCC is not historically great at being
Logical.
well,
It's
I don't
another
know.
drain of public funds.
Switching things up, right?
You know, the
No,
thing
it's the
about it
same.
is like you said, like I think in the past the Ottawa weather has been, you get about 2 weeks, maybe 3 of like -20, some at the end of January going into February,
Yeah.
where it's really cold. We haven't had that this year. We haven't had those 2 weeks of very cold weather. It's going to dip down again by the end of this week. It's going to be, the highs are going to be like -10, -11.
Looks like great ice weather.
Yeah.
But
If
even
the
the
snow's off.
next 4 days
Yeah.
is like
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
warmer.
five,
But-
6 degrees.
Yeah, but if you look out west, they've had tons of cold weather. Tons of cold,
Sure.
and they're going back into a deep freeze this week as
Oh.
well.
So I told you how I really feel, and
Yeah.
Duff.
and to end on a bit of a positive, I just say
Yeah.
there's all sorts of alternatives out there for outdoor skating these days, whether it's JB's backyard rink or the countless ODRs in the community
Yeah.
or the skating trails through the forests. I
Yep.
mean, it's almost unlimited. So
Yeah, you guys went and did one in the Pembroke area
did a
yesterday.
beautiful outdoor forest loop in Pembroke, free. as well.
Go and do another one too.
Free.
That was free.
It was free. Wow. Beautiful, yeah. I mean, it cost a bit in the F-150 studio to get there,
Right,
but
right.
free ice. And then,
So, Duff,
a trip out to Iceland today to check out the trails in Stittsville.
tell us how you really feel.
I told you how I really feel.
No holds barred.
Yeah.
And
rant.
and shocker, I'm not the only one that feels that way.
Who else?
Everybody I talk to
Yeah,
is
it's very
disappointed.
disappointing. Very disappointing. It'd be nice to see if they could, get out there, shovel some snow, and open up a few kilometers of ice. And the local businesses will be happy.
Why don't you call them up?
Everyone.
Call up the NCC and tell them.
Because I believe in doing things with a purpose that actually have a chance of having a positive result.
You don't think that calling them will help?
No,
No.
definitely not.
Okay.
No.
How awesome would that be if they called up people and said, "Hey, bring your shovels, bring your snow blowers,
Yeah.
and let's
Put that out there.
let's do a community
Here's
Here's the thing,
cleanup of the
you know
snow."
what? We've had our ice safety team out there. The ice is 12 centimeters thick everywhere along the canal. You're good to go, except if there's a red markers, blah, blah, blah. Get out there. All the
With a
ramps
shovel.
are open, all the access points. Bring bring your snow shovels and your snow blowers and go at it. Yeah.
Well-
Or maybe just put the 80 people they have employed.
How
that
would
have been
that
doing
be
nothing.
for like a good news story?
Wouldn't
It'd
that be
fun.
nice? Yeah.
If I'd go.
That's the sort of
Yeah, I know
outside
you
the
would.
box thinking
Yeah.
that they'd never dream about, though, sadly.
You know me, I
It's a
enjoy
great
my
idea.
shoveling.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a great idea.
I know that.
Yeah.
Craziness. Oh, remind me to give you your wood saw, your table saw,
Oh, you still got
after
the table saw.
after
Yeah.
the cast today.
Did you bring it with you?
I did. It's my trunk. It's
Oh,
been there
wow.
for the last week.
Oh, you
Nice.
actually have it.
Rattling
Oh.
around.
Yeah. As an aside, it's a side note. So what's next on your list?
Well,
I
do you
see?
guys have anything else? I mean, we could go right into the recipe of the week if you want.
I had a few TV shows that we could
Yeah,
talk
let's hear
about.
your
Oh
picks.
my God.
New series on Apple TV called
See-
Shrinking
Shrinking.
with I believe Jason Segel and Harrison Ford.
I love Harrison Ford.
And essentially they have this psychology clinic, whatever. And the main guy, Jason Segel, I believe is his name, is going through an emotional breakdown, and he just starts. Speaking of the segment that we just had, he essentially just starts telling his patients how he really feels. Like, this lady's...
Honestly.
this lady's complaining about the fact that she's having this relationship issue with her husband. He just, flat out tells her, well, you just need to, you need to leave him.
Yeah.
And if you don't leave him, I'm like, you can't be my patient anymore. So he just starts doing, these extreme recommendations.
Right.
I like it.
And Harrison Ford is the older kind of level-headed psychiatrist in the practice. Anyway, it's actually, we've only watched a couple episodes, but it's really funny.
A grieving therapist starts to break the rules by telling his clients exactly what he thinks.
Yeah.
Jimmy has lost his wife and wants to try a new approach to his loss, but it is unclear how this will help the others.
It's pretty good.
I like
Good
it.
Really,
segue
really good acting.
From our last segment.
So it's
That's how
called
I try to be with you guys.
so Shrinking on Apple TV.
I have one, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. A pick this week.
I don't think it'll be as good as that one, but go for it.
Sopranos. The Sopranos.
Oh, a Lanark pick.
Lanark
Well,
TV pick.
My
I like
wife
it.
had never seen it before, so she's started watching it this week.
Your wife
All
has never
season.
seen Sopranos.
I know, right?
Yeah, I doubt that.
No, she hasn't.
She's telling you that to be nice.
Well, maybe, but that's what she said. So we've been watching The Sopranos all week. What a good show that is.
What link did you just follow there, Duff?
Yeah.
I don't know how that popped up, eh? World Cup. I can't even read it.
No,
Never mind.
I wouldn't. Let's just let that go. So the Sopranos is the Lanark pick for the week.
Yeah, I mean, I've been watching it with her, and what a great show. I forgot about that.
Watching it again for the third or fourth time.
Actually, just the second time.
Second time.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's a great show. I mean,
I really like The Sopranos.
yeah, it's
Except the ending.
Yeah, the ending was
Got
a little
stupid at
disappointing.
the
eh?
end. Yeah.
I agree with you on that. But I mean, the rest of the show
Well,
is so.
Like your wife, I've never seen Sopranos.
Well,
Never watched it.
this is
Really?
a pick for you, JB.
No.
Oh boy, you might like it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's no Ozark, but it's
No.
good.
Yeah, a lot of swearing, a lot of clipping.
But
Yeah.
you guys know I like the action / superhero type movies as well. We watched.
Yeah, it's a little more cerebral than that, I guess. But
So-
still good, entertaining.
Yeah. Warning: the next part of the podcast is a major injurious waste of your time. Warning: the next part of the podcast is a major injurious waste of your time.
So yeah, we are always joking about offline about the fact that one day this podcast is going to hit the big time and we're going to be on Letterman.
We never joke about that
Well, we do.
because
But-
we're realistic.
But Letterman is no longer has a night show,
yeah.
which is
Good one.
which is the funniest thing, because he can't have us on anymore. However, we were talking about his new kind of alternate show that he has, which is called My Next Guest Needs No Introduction with David Letterman. So he's got 4 seasons of that on Netflix. And
4 seasons.
if you have
It's the first time I'm hearing it.
if you have not seen it and you enjoy David Letterman, he's got some really good interviews, like Obama, George Clooney, Ryan Reynolds, and essentially just sits on a one-on-one with an individual in front of a crowd. It's really cool.
I'd give it a shot.
Recommended.
Yeah,
Do you know what
do
the longest word in the English language
what do
is?
you got there?
Anti-constitutionally.
Smiles. There's a mile in between the first and the last letter.
Oh, that was so. That's a JB joke right there.
Is it a JB joke?
I think so.
That's a dad joke
That
for
is
sure.
a dad joke.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is a. So you're getting better
Yeah,
I thought it was
at
pretty funny.
recognizing dad jokes.
Yeah, exactly. Do you have PSC on there?
I had PSC on my list. I can't remember what for though.
So I have a topic that we need to
For the
talk
hockey.
about.
For the hockey.
What this so there's 2 things I guess we could talk about. We could talk about the game last Sunday and what you guys thought. The big game, not
big
to
game.
mention it.
I predicted a
but-
Philadelphia win.
So you guys both have your birthdays
I
on
did.
February 13th.
Correct.
So does that take any thunder away from all of the fantastic celebrations that you guys have with your wives on Valentine's Day? What do you do for Valentine's Day?
Not
we went out
really.
to dinner last week on the 14th.
I was sick, so
You
we
were
didn't
sick?
really do anything on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
No?
We went to
No.
the brew table.
You went for your birthday
And-
though, didn't you?
No, we went for Valentine's.
Oh, I thought you went for the birthday.
No, my birthday is insignificant.
Oh,
Yeah. We went for the and
So
I
you go
got
out for
your
dinner.
yeah, and I got your. That's what I wanted to mention.
Did
I
they
don't
have
know
a?
if you.
Sorry, go ahead.
No. What?
Well, I was just wondering if at the brew table, because that's where you went, did they have the table d'hôte? So normally
No.
you'd go to brew table
No,
and it's
they
like
did not.
$20 a person per plate.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden, every restaurant kind of has this Valentine Day
Yeah,
special.
no.
I
where
don't think they do that
They
shit.
it's like
didn't-
appetizer, main
Nah,
course
yeah.
with a tasting menu, and it's like $100 a person.
No, they did not
They
do that.
do not.
Okay.
No.
They're more down to earth.
Yeah. So, but anyway, I got Duff's favorite dish,
The
Short
pappardelle.
rib pepperdelle.
short rib pepperdelle, and you know what?
Let me guess, you didn't like it.
Yeah.
It was dry.
Not that it was dry.
Oh,
It was wet, but yeah, I don't know.
yeah.
I
was,
had it. I
You're
had
tough
it a
to
few
please.
weeks ago when I went with my wife. I thought it was delicious.
I should have
I
had the went with my old favorite, the Thai
You
chicken
can't go
curry
wrong.
or whatever it was.
Can't go wrong there.
Bowl. I don't know. I was a little underwhelmed by it.
That's too bad.
My wife and I went to Lansdowne. Went to Joey's Lansdowne for
Oh,
supper
old
for
Joey's.
Valentine's Day.
The
Good old
fish place,
Joey's.
It's not really a fish place.
Joey's Seafood.
Well, yeah, they didn't. I don't know. They had some, but it wasn't all
It's not
seafood.
strictly a seafood
Really?
place.
The food was fantastic.
The one
s-
out here is-
The service was extremely disappointing.
Yeah, yeah.
Extremely disappointing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did you tip?
Yeah.
And
I
Lansdowne
was-
prices aren't cheap. Eh?
No.
Yeah.
Pay for parking.
And the part that angers me
That angers
is the service was subpar. We had to wait 20 minutes for the waiter to stop talking to other staff to
Yeah.
kind of bring us our
Yeah.
bill, brings
Yeah.
us the bill, and I'm like, whatever, I'll tip the guy anyways, just because, that's how they make their money.
Should have sent a message.
Presents the machine.
Yeah, I don't know.
And it's like the
Yeah.
first option is 18%,
Yeah.
right? And then it's like 22%, and
So
then
it's going up. In other
Yeah.
words.
Wow.
That
like
sucks.
18%.
That's crazy. I mean, I normally tip 18%, but they should start at 15.
Isn't that nuts?
15,
to me?
18, 20.
Yeah.
That's it.
Like that's just I find that insulting.
Yeah,
right?
you're just reinforcing why I don't like going down there. Like when you find a place like the Brew Table, which has well-priced food, good service,
Yeah.
good value,
Very good service at the brew
Like
table.
it's all great. You
Great
can get in
service.
and out of there for like $60 with
Yeah.
a drink and a meal.
And you sit at the bar,
Ah,
watch the TV, like watch the game, whatever.
I love the you know what you're gonna get. I don't mind Lansdowne. Like I've had nice experiences down there, but what you just described is exactly what I'm worried of. You spend $80 and you still get
Yes.
crap service.
It was
and stuff.
our meal, like, and again, I
Yeah.
had one beer.
Yeah.
My wife had a glass of wine. We had one appetizer, and then
So
we each had a
40.
main course.
You're up to $60 before the main course now.
$108 including taxes, and then
Yeah.
you add,
Yeah.
18%
So
tip.
this is the thing that.
So I can go to the Brew Table 2.5 times for that.
Yeah.
So this is the thing when you actually think about it. You're paying. Do you pay like the
This episode once again brought to you by the Brew Table.
I think this whole
Coming to-
episode is
coming
tell
to-
me how you really feel.
coming to you live from Scotties Corner Diner.
No.
So where are we? Scotties Corner Diner. So think about it. Do you guys pay the tip on the total amount, including the tax? So like they give you the
Well, that's how
subtotal.
they charge you.
It's almost
It
They
should
give you
be
the-
before taxes.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Do you ignore the total amount and go back to the subtotal, which is the meal and
I used to always
and tip on
I
that?
used to always tip based on the bill pre-tax, but my wife was a server, and it was one of our major points of conflict in the earlier years of our relationship.
Yeah, so
She always said, "Yeah, you should be paying it based on the
tax.
post-tax total."
right, which is the total.
Just because, from her point of view, it's more money for the server,
At
right?
10%, that's reasonable to me. When you're
Yeah.
looking at 18 to 25%, it's a lot of money.
Yeah, you're
like
just
it's like a
throwing-
whole other meal.
Yeah, you're throwing money after money.
I
at
had
that
like
point.
somebody sitting beside me that had a meal, and
Yeah. Yeah.
it's anyway.
So so what's the tax on that? Is that 13% for
I think
the
so.
tax?
Yeah, it's 13%.
So they add 13% and then another 18% on top of that.
yes. So
But
just
but-
to close, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, the days are done with me. With you tipping just to be nice, after that, I will not do that.
Yeah.
No. And I won't go back either, though, and I won't feel bad about it.
No.
Like, I will either tip nothing or I'll tip like 5%.
Yeah.
And if they give me any attitude, I'll just straight up say, yeah, like your service was shit. You chose to talk to your buddies over there for 20 minutes while we're waiting.
yeah.
Like, that's why. Think about it.
That's
Yeah.
true.
So yeah,
Very
no.
true.
But at the brew table, we tip generously.
Yeah.
and it comes back at you too. Then you get even better. Like,
Well,
you
they-
continue to get great service because they know you're a good tipper.
Well,
right?
yeah, they. I mean, every time I've been there now,
Yeah.
they've always been
They're
given-
fantastic.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
The service is great.
Yeah.
So
they're,
the
they're no
food-
Brianna, but they're good.
No.
No.
The food was delicious. However, although we left with a bit of a negative feeling,
Yeah.
we walked, a few hundred yards away.
Oh yeah, this
then-
made up for it.
And then we went for dessert. We went to Mr. Puffs.
Mr. Puffs. Now, did you get the ice cream combo?
No, so we got
Yeah.
a 30 pack of 2 flavors.
Caramel,
We got
cinnamon, caramel, something like that.
we got like a
That also sounds
cheesecake and a cinnamon.
30-pack. That also sounds.
I think I want to go down there.
Have you had Mr. Puffs?
I have not. No.
Oh my!
No, I have not been to Mr. Puffs.
Essentially, they make these little round,
I know you guys have talked about
puffy,
this before.
chewy donuts.
They're really
in
good.
front of you.
Deep fried.
They put them hot in this box, and then they actually
box.
hot box, and then they put a tremendous amount of toppings on them, and you go off to the side and start eating these things. Your eyes
You
roll
go
back.
off to your private curtained room.
It is
Oh.
it is
Your
unbelievable.
eyes roll back into your head.
So we did something like that first time, but then I noticed that all these regulars getting like a little bit of ice cream with it. I got to get that next time.
Yeah, it's so good.
No,
Highly
Pick
recommend.
of the week.
Highly recommend.
And not too expensive either.
No, it was very
Well,
reasonable.
how much is a 30 pack?
I don't know, it's like $15, something like that.
Oh, okay. That's not
Amazing.
bad.
You got did you eat them all before you left, or did you bring some home?
We brought some home to the kids.
Okay.
That's why we got 30.
Okay.
How big are they?
Bigger
Probably
than a Timbit.
Twice the size of a Timbit, I'd say.
And so how many did you eat while you were there?
I had a good 10.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, I couldn't stop.
Yeah.
My wife is like, we gotta bring some of these back. That was the point. I'm like,
I would struggle stopping if I had 30. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
if
I had to
could.
walk away. Like it was hard.
That was like you at Duff's parents' place.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll have another cookie.
Yeah.
Maybe another buttercup.
Yeah,
maybe
the
another.
whole plate was
That
gone.
was a while
after
ago,
that.
eh?
It was so good.
Yeah.
You guys had to rush off. You wouldn't even stay for the campfire.
No, we did. We stayed for the campfire. What are you talking about?
I don't think so.
We
I
just
think you
didn't
took
stay
off.
overnight.
Oh,
No.
didn't stay
we
overnight.
stayed overnight.
It was free wood.
Of course.
Remember?
That's what she
I
said.
stuck around.
Lots of free wood.
That's what she said.
So you have a
can
recipe
beat that out.
to share.
Oh my
Speaking of
God, are we
recipes,
still talking? I thought we're over.
I don't know. Are we done? What do we have for time?
45.
No, it's good time.
Gosh, we have lots of time.
What's your last-
What's
what's
your
your list?
recipe?
Oh, your
Well-
recipe. I like your segment.
The recipe of the week.
No, I don't like that segment.
The money saving hacks.
I like that segment.
Well,
I
which
don't-
one you wanna talk
I
about?
like your.
Well, quick recipe. What is it? I'm interested now.
Okay, so the
It's not the
recipes
short
are
rib pappardelle.
no, that's already been shared.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
the recipes tend to focus on the more cost saving,
Money saving hack.
money saving, and eating at the same time sort of thing.
Okay.
So this one is just an original.
Yeah.
It is your typical 500 grams of ground beef. Fry it up.
Lean. Extra lean?
I usually go lean, but if
Medium?
if the medium is like much cheaper, I'll go with that as a cost-saving hack.
Okay.
There's that little bit of extra fat you can drain out anyways, right?
Cost
after it's
saving hack,
cooked.
but not life saving hack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I suppose not.
Nice.
Now, a little bit of Jamaican curry sprinkled in on that beef.
All right.
Almost when it's done cooking.
All right.
To die for.
Nice.
Salt and pepper as well. And then what you do is you mix in a cup of frozen veggies. Just the small ones like
Like
carrots.
the peas, corn,
Yeah.
carrots kind of thing.
Yeah, give it some color. Give it a
Okay.
little bit of vegginess.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the side, you are boiling up 5 or 6 packages of those cheap soups, ramen noodle type things.
Yep.
Oh.
Excuse me, moi. Can
Yeah.
you picture that?
Yes.
Okay,
Sure.
so you do up the noodles, strain them into the beef veggie mix, toss it all up,
Yeah.
done. One of the nicest meals you'll ever have.
What's this called?
I just call it my Indian beef mix.
Did you make this up or?
I made it up.
Made it up.
It's fantastic. I had a craving and I just boom went with it.
And then. Yeah.
Now, if you add up the costs, okay,
Yeah.
and you can go with different proportions, obviously, but the old 500-gram chunk of meat, even from Costco, is probably no more than $10, I'd say.
That
If you go
plastic
to-
wrap stuff there?
Yeah,
That's
like
what I
500
buy,
grams of the best quality would be $10, but
Yeah.
if you get it from a normal grocery store, it's probably $5.99 or $6.99. The a cup of frozen veggies would be 50 cents.
Yeah.
A tablespoon of spice might be a penny, and then you're looking at 33 cents a bag, so maybe $1.50 in the noodles. Da 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 da. All that done up, you're gonna get 8 to 10 meals out of that.
So the ramen noodles typically come with a little sauce packet.
Yeah,
do
not
you,
even
do you
needed.
discard that?
I discard it if I've already used the Jamaican curry.
It's
Yeah.
funny because recently I've done the same thing. I was in the mood for something different.
Yeah, but noodly, eh?
So I did shrimp
Yeah.
with cauliflower, broccoli, carrots.
The most highly cholesterol protein out there. Shrimp.
I love shrimp. But anyway, so
Super high in cholesterol.
Similar idea, but I went with the
that
Asian
bad?
flavors. So
Well,
I
you're
actually
the one that hinted on the health benefits
Yeah.
of my lean
But
ground beef.
apparently,
Sorry, I'm hacking JD's
No, it's
story.
okay.
Interrupted.
So these are food hacks, not not health hacks.
No.
Anyway, so
Yeah.
it's similar idea. Just threw some ramen noodles, boiled
Yeah.
them. I use the sauce packets as well.
Yeah, yeah.
However, but it was
However?
it's very good.
Yeah.
However,
So just that and shrimp
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
no, and veggies.
and veggies.
Yeah.
Okay.
So mine was more of a stir fry kind of thing,
Yeah,
whereas
yeah.
yours was more of a curry.
I don't put much
Yeah.
thought into it other than looking it up online and deciding.
Are you still doing the good?
what to-
You're
what
still
to
doing
do.
the
which
good food
yeah,
thing?
Yeah.
exactly. Which
Yeah.
good food to go with, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
I can't
Yeah.
afford good food.
You know, they make the best pastas, I gotta say.
Really?
Oh yeah.
You can't just
Their
make it
pastas
yourself,
are really
eh?
good. Well, you know, it's a whole recipe and stuff.
I've been making more pasta lately, I must say.
I made a nice bolognese sauce last week.
Bolognese.
Bolognese.
Yeah.
Is it
they-
bolognese or bolognese?
Bolognese.
Bolognese.
Yeah. So they they have some really great pastas. I love their pastas. But, you know, health-wise, if we're on that
That's
kick.
where they make their money, though.
Considering
Pasta's
you're
so
an
cheap.
Italian
Yeah.
Well, it's
and
about
your
12
wife
bucks.
is Italian, I'm
Yeah.
slightly disappointed that you're ordering pastas
I'm heavily disappointed.
from a good food place
Doesn't make
instead
sense.
of.
What are you going to do?
Shouldn't
right?
you that be running through your veins?
God, what are you going to
Yeah.
do? Just make your pasta, man.
Yeah, I know, but like they have, it's like exotic stuff. You know what I mean? It's
No,
like,
I don't.
No,
No?
I
No.
don't
No?
know. I don't know what you mean.
It's like restaurant quality.
Like elk meat?
No,
Oh.
but it's like restaurant like
Like
you
tomatoes
go
from
into-
Chile or something?
Like
Yes.
jackfruit as a meat
Yeah,
replacement
yeah.
in those?
No.
I don't know, man.
You can buy.
Well, you're talking
vegan
about
stuff.
exotic stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. Who knows?
Well, you lost me when you didn't like the pepperdelli, so...
I think we lost all our viewers. This episode
Viewers?
has been brought to you by depression.
Yeah, mind you, if we would have stopped at 10:45,
Yeah,
boom, perfect. Eh?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I'd say the last
no.
20 minutes were...
No,
Put a
no,
warning in.
like-
Put a warning in.
Oh,
So one final note: what'd you guys think of the big game last weekend?
well, like I said, I predicted the Eagles win, and true to form, they lost.
I enjoyed the big game.
I did too. I thought it was a good back and forth game. A little bit of controversy
Yeah.
at the end. What'd you think of the
What-
commercials?
the
Anything
end- the
entertaining?
Well, I didn't see any, but the end was boring. You know,
The best part of that day was I had my buddy Dill over with
Oh,
his
how's he
son
doing?
Jack and
Yeah,
his
doing
new romance, and I made the best chicken tiki masala from scratch that day. Yes, we're back to food, everybody.
DDT?
Yeah.
Did you get invited to the Super Bowl party at
No,
Duff's house?
It was more of a
did not.
gathering, not
I don't.
a party.
I don't remember being invited to
I
the
did not
Super
get
Bowl
invited.
party. Did
No.
I say Super Bowl twice there? 3 times?
I might have said it first. Sorry.
You're gonna have to beat that.
you guys suck.
Anyways, from scratch, guys. And Dill is a native Indian from India. That native Indian, not native Canadian, not First Nations.
Not
We
First
need to
Nations.
move on.
No, Indian, Punjabi, in fact, Punjabi.
Okay.
And
Indian.
he enjoyed it.
He loved it. He absolutely loved it.
Hmm.
I was short one spice, some spice called cardamom. You
Oh,
ever heard of
cardamom,
that?
yeah.
Cardamom. Yeah.
I didn't have cardamom in my spice rack.
Well, it's not one of those things. It's like, let me grab the cardamom.
No kidding. I'm like, what the hell is cardamom?
like the
and
one-
I've made Indian food before.
Stuff you got to buy for like specific
Oh,
recipes.
God,
Yeah.
But
Well, you
So
can
I was
always have
short
a
on the
line around.
cardamom, and I
Short
gotta
on the
I gotta
curry.
tell you about this though.
Short on the curry.
I gotta tell you about this just in general because this was a recipe I did not make up. I followed, and it involved the Greek yogurt. It involved all this stuff. It had a dry spice rub, and then it had a whole mixture of stuff. So the chicken, oh my god. My mouth's watering.
getting
right
excited now.
I'm so excited because it worked
Yeah.
out so perfectly.
this is the most excited he's been all episode.
Yeah.
I
52
like
minutes
it.
now.
because this is the best chicken tiki masala I've ever made.
Okay, start from
'cause
the
it was,
top.
Well, it was a process where you marinate the chicken all day in the fridge in this
With yogurt?
yogurt mixture
Yeah.
with a little bit of other stuff I can't remember.
It's like tandoori almost. It's
Yes.
so good.
But the cooking process is what blew me away. So they recommended skewering the chicken and putting it in the oven on broil from the top down.
Oh, really?
So I could not bring myself to do that.
Because it's got to burn a little bit almost.
Yeah. So I
Bang on the table.
barbecued it. I head outside. I shoveled off the barbecue.
Oh,
I dug
nice.
a little path to it. And I friggin' put the chicken on skewer still on the barbecue And every 4 minutes, I turned them, and it had that perfect singed
That little
burnt-
char.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
And then into the sauce with everything else, some rice on the side, homemade naan bread.
He
My
actually
God.
picked out.
It was unreal.
He actually picked out that there was no cardamom in there.
No, I'm saying no, he did not pick that.
Oh,
out.
I thought
Come
that's what you
on.
said.
I was gonna
No,
say.
no. I'm just
I thought
saying
so.
I followed the recipe to a T,
Except
except
you
that, and
didn't
it
have
was still
cardamom.
amazing.
I think the major takeaway from this story is that you and I weren't invited.
That's what I was just thinking, actually.
And
Yeah.
we had the new 55-inch TV with
See?
HD.
Oh, you bought a new
Oh.
TV?
What haven't we bought in the last month?
Really?
My God.
Good for you.
Well,
Yeah.
we've been in our house 21 years, and we finally bought a kit,
'Cause you
a
said-
dining room table.
Because you sent us a picture at some point saying
Yeah.
free couch on the corner of your street or something.
That was the start of the process.
You bought a new couch, new TV.
No.
Oh.
So the couch went out. The new dining room table came in, but then we couldn't watch TV there, so we got a brand new TV for another room,
Okay.
and we manipulated the furniture a bit, but
You just got you have a brand
we're
new
still
TV
not
in the-
done. We have
Okay.
a lot of work to do.
You have a brand new TV in the basement.
We have
You got
4 TVs now for 3 people in our
Nice.
house. That's ridiculous.
yeah.
It's silly.
So one thing I want to say, you guys know I'm a big fan of the Foo Fighters.
No.
Yes.
So Dave Grohl had
I've
a
been listening
commercial.
to them a bit recently because of you.
I'm a fan.
I like it.
Such a fun band.
I listen to them in the workouts a bit.
Nice. So Dave Grohl did a commercial with Crown
that?
Royal. He's the lead singer for Foo Fighters. Did a commercial with Crown Royal. Did you guys see that? Where
No.
they're thanking Canada for all of these different things.
Oh, cool.
Now I knew that Canada had essentially invented basketball,
Yeah.
but
yeah, right there, right here in Elmont.
Dr. James Naismith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but however,
Fellow alumni.
they mentioned a whole
Almont
bunch of
District High
stuff
School.
There you go.
about
Almont, Ontario.
Lanark
Lanark
County.
County.
the fact that the electric wheelchair. There's a whole bunch of stuff, but football.
Insulin.
Football was invented in Canada, apparently.
Yeah, it was.
I did not know that.
The North American version. Yeah.
I did
Not
not.
exactly as it is now, but yeah.
Penicillin.
No, and then I think McGill played Princeton or one of those Ivy League schools in the first ever actual football game.
I don't know.
But it was a disaster. It was a mess.
Anyway, it was just interesting.
No, for sure.
That's fun.
All right.
It's a good game. Sometimes it's a blowout. It's a close game.
Like I said, the last 2 minutes
Made some nachos, made some appetizers. It was good.
came down to that, and the game
Wasn't
after
a blowout.
No,
it wasn't
was
a
a good
blowout
game.
at
It
all.
was
It came
tight.
down to the
Yeah.
last 2 minutes.
No, what I'm saying is the way it ended in the last 2 minutes
Yeah.
was a disappointment for the rest of the game. That was so close because they were driving down the field, KC,
Disappointment.
right?
So
No,
any
wait.
game that has a pivotal moment with 4 seconds left,
Yeah,
it's a
like-
No,
disappointment for the
There's
last.
like,
you gotta
there's like
see how it
seconds
came-
left.
those last
He's
3
doing like
seconds are a disappointment.
No.
he's got like
how
a
it-
Hail Mary pass that
see
could have
how it-
turned things around.
Did you see how it came to the last 4 seconds of the game?
Yeah,
I mean, that
actually
holding
watched-
call?
I watched.
The holding call, and then they just ran the clock down to
Loved
8
it.
seconds.
Yeah.
Kicked that field
That
goal.
guy going down on the 1 yard line was gold. I can't believe
Yeah.
he had the wherewithal to do that.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
yeah, I know.
Actually, yeah. How
But-
could you not want to just cross the line and get the point saved right away? Amazing.
Well, then you give the other team
More time to come back. Yeah,
down.
yeah.
But I mean, yeah. So
But
they
that's
were able to
all
run the
dependent
clock.
on you actually scoring on the next play, which is whew,
There's some smart plays in that game.
that was a smart game.
But it
and,
was just.
even the guy that did the holding actually came out and said it was holding.
Friggin' right, it was holding.
Yeah.
Did he say that?
Yeah, he
I
did.
didn't hear that.
He actually came out and said, yeah, it was holding.
Yeah.
So the controversy's over.
Ah, God. Bonehead play, eh?
Yeah, that was dumb.
Oh, well.
I didn't think it was holding. But
and
you know,
learn.
the broadcasters were saying, "Well, you let them play." At that point,
So any
Don't let it
big
come down to that.
plans for Family Day?
no.
I'm probably going to find
Cleaning
some
the
outdoor
bathrooms.
skating somewhere. Not the canal, but somewhere.
Yeah.
No.
Cleaning the bathrooms.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
That's a family event.
Yep. Yeah, we do that with the
You
family.
all dirty it up, I guess, eh?
Yeah, we dirty it up. We clean it together.
Now tell me, have you done anything with all that weight equipment I helped you move?
Not yet.
Have you put it on Kijiji yet?
Have
no.
you taken it out of your
I've-
dining or your living room?
Yeah, it's all set up.
Have you moved it from the front door where I deposited it?
It's all set up in the basement, ready
Wow.
to go. My wife was complaining. She
Of
said,
course.
"Get rid of it,"
Of course.
Why?
because it didn't have any leg stuff apparently.
Oh,
I got to check the exercise you can do on there, but I don't think it has specific.
make her put her
legs.
hands out, put
legs.
something heavy in them, and tell her to do squats.
Ah,
There's your leg workout.
but she got all fired up about that. It's like,
All
get rid of it.
fired up, eh?
Get rid of it. Doesn't
Wow.
have. And I'm like, what are you talking about? What's
If you did want to sell it, you'd get a pretty penny for it, I think.
So she's very big on the don't skip leg day.
very big on that? Yeah.
All right.
Oh man, Duff's Vintage Finds could consult you, be a consultant.
we'll talk.
I
in
haven't
the
heard
sale.
about that very much. Have you made any
We'll talk.
sales other than to DDT
I'm
recently
in the,
at all? No.
I'm in the
I'm his best
acquisition
client, customer.
phase. Acquisition phase.
Still his best customer.
Once the nice weather hits, I hope you pop over to the garage sales I'll be having.
I
Maybe we'll do a podcast right from the laneway someday.
I have visited your garage sale.
You've actually bought a few things.
I did.
Yeah, thank you. Duff's Vintage thanks you.
At that point, it wasn't Duff's Vintage. It was just Duff's junk.
Yeah.
Duff's Vintage was just a trickle in my eye.
Get rid of the junk.
Trickle in your
House.
eye. Man, we got to shut this down.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right.
All right, that's
All right, that's Cop Car Coffee.
Wah, wah, wah. Maybe we can
Wow.
start the
That's-
next episode with an apology for this one.
God, we always do. It's a
Well,
thing.
we usually apologize for this episode.
A
but
true
la-
and
next
injurious
week,
waste of time.
This week was.
I should make a note of JB's contributions for the summary. What were your picks? Very memorable.